Hey guys, this is YT42, and welcome to Halo 2. It's been... oh, ignore the voice crack, great way to start a recording session. It has been a little over a year and a few months since Halo 1, and I figured, hey, you know what, let's go ahead and start Halo 2, because I think we should do the trilogy in the next year. I would like to do that. So yeah, Halo 2 is certainly a much more grand scale game than the first one, which is already pretty grand. So yeah, I'm excited to get it started. We're going to start with a campaign, new campaign, and with the Heretic. For failures such as this, no punishment is too great. But before that, I'm going to access the settings. Sure. Let's edit. I want subtitles. No, subtitles. Subtitles. On, please. I need those. I can barely hear the game at the moment. I want look sensitivity down to 1 because I'm a little baby. That also seems good. Okay, cool. That should be good. Alright. See, I'm obviously using a filming profile for this, so... Alright. The Heretic. For failures such as this, no punishment is too great. See, I'm pretty bad at Halo 2 specifically, and if you know anything about this game is that how ridiculous it is on Legendary. Stupid hard, but not fair hard. This is Suicide, as it says. But I'm just going to play on normal, because that's all I really need to get my Halo fix. I like to play on Legendary on a cooperative playthrough. I've beaten Halo 3 on Legendary with the Exorcist. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, this game is a lot more story driven than the first game. And it's actually pretty cool because we get a dual perspective here. Covenant Holy City, High Charity, 9th Age of Reclamation. So if you remember at the end of the last game, Chief was just sort of drifting out into space after destroying the ring, Alpha Halo.
Are you sure?
Yes. They called it
And just sort of, you know, he blew up the ring and the Covenant and the Flood along with it. Well, the Covenant obviously aren't done,
He
so
fled,
as we
and
can
set
see
fire to
here.
the planet. But I followed with all the ships in my command.
When you first saw Halo, were you blinded by its majesty?
Blinded?
Paralyzed? Dumbstruck?
No.
Yet the humans were able to evade your ships, land on the sacred ring, and desecrate it with their filthy footsteps.
Noble Hierarchs. Surely you understand that once the parasite attacked,
There will be order in this council.
You were right to focus your attention on the Flood. But this demon, this Master Chief...
by the time I learned the demon's intent, there was nothing I could do.
Prophet of truth, this has gone on long enough. Make an example of this bungler. The council demands it.
You are one of our most treasured instruments. Long have you led your fleet with honor and distinction. But your inability to safeguard Halo was a colossal failure.
Nay, it was heresy.
I will continue my campaign against the humans.
No, you will not.
So you might be wondering, I know I've been pretty quiet throughout this cutscene because I just want to let it play out, but how are the Covenant speaking English? They just do. Starting from this game, they start speaking English, so that's more just for the player's benefit than anyone else. I mean, the Grunts already spoke English in the previous game, so... but now the elites are. So switching perspective here over to the Earth defense platform.
Optics, totally fried. And let's not even talk about the power supply. You know how expensive this gear is, son?
And here he is, our legendary Master Chief.
Covenant.
It looks a bit different. He's changed his armor a little bit.
Well, I guess it was all obsolete anyway. Your new suit's a Mark 6. Just came up from Songnam this morning. Try and take it easy until you get used to the upgrades. Okay, let's test your targeting first.
So at the moment, I can not really hear what this guy's saying at all.
That's it.
But this is essentially just a tutorial to make sure, you know, you figure out how to play this game.
Stand by. I'm gonna offline the inhibitors. Move around a little. Get a feel for it. When you're ready, come meet me by the zapper.
So, yeah, anyway, this is a little similar to the first game where we just sort of walk around and, you know, get a feel for ourselves. And
pay attention, because I'm only going over this once.
so I assume we're going over here, maybe.
Your recharging energy shields. Step on in, I'll show you. Your new armor shields are extremely resilient.
So now we have the energy shield test. So you may remember in the first game how we had our shields, but alongside that we also had our health. In this game there is no health. You only have your shields, and you can take a few hits after your shield's depleted, and that's it. No health at all. But anyway, you may recognize here he is, Sergeant Johnson. Some fancy get-up.
His armor's working fine, Johnson. You're free to go, son. Just remember, take things slow.
He's
Don't worry, I'll hold his hand.
somehow alive after what happened to him in Halo 1.
So, Johnson,
But if you've read the novel Halo First Strike, that details the events straight after Halo 1 and eventually into this game. Because I think it's been about a month since the events of the first game, when this game starts, so yeah, there you go.
Maybe Lord Hood didn't give him an invitation.
Anyway, now we get to marvel at how much more gorgeous this game is compared to the first game. I mean, it's still 2004 Xbox graphics, but compared to the first game, this game looks amazing. And you'll especially notice that with a few multiplayer maps which have been brought back for this game. And now there's actually foliage, there's all sorts of little details and everything. And
Coordinated fire from the Athens and the Malta. Nothing's getting past this battle cluster in one piece.
so there you go. Actually, let me turn up this TV a bit so maybe I can potentially hear what they're saying.
Nobody's saying much, but I'll bet something big's about to happen.
So yeah, Chief and Johnson, they've been away for a while fighting the Covenant, and now...
And you told me you were gonna wear something nice.
Also, the dialogue in this game is just great. I love the dialogue here.
Hope. So smile, would you? Well, we still got something to smile about.
But yeah, these two are being, their heroism is being celebrated, you know, because they managed to destroy the Halo ring and save the galaxy. On the other side, this elite here, who led the Covenant earlier, is being, you know, insulted and tortured for his failure, so...
Drawn quite a crowd. If they came to hear me beg, they will be disappointed.
Another amazing line. So yeah, they start to torture him. See, they really want to show the contrast between, you know, the
Gentlemen, we're lucky
victory and defeat, and how both sides are dealing with that. Because yeah, in this game, we get to see what both sides are like. You know, we actually get to see the Covenant side. And now we get to see Cortana. It looks a little different.
Sergeant Major, the Colonial Cross is awarded for acts of singular daring and devotion. For a soldier of the United Earth Space Corps.
There can be no greater heresy. Let him be an example for all who would...
Let me just also clarify that I am playing this on, not the original Xbox, but I'm playing the original Halo 2 version, the Xbox version, on the 360.
Commander Miranda Key.
So this is
Your
Miranda,
father's actions were in keeping with the highest traditions of military service. His bravery
who
in the
is
face of
the
impossible
daughter
odds
of
reflects
Captain
great
Keyes from the
credit
first game.
to himself and the UNSC. The Navy has lost one of its best.
Also, don't get used to this, a naked elite, or at least without any armor.
Slip space ruptures directly off our battle cluster.
Show me.
15 Covenant capital ships holding position just outside the kill zone.
So yeah, back in 2004, all of this was pretty mind-blowing, just the production value, the cutscenes, and you know, the way that the game looked. Now, obviously it doesn't, it's a little aged now, but that's to be expected.
You have the mech gun, Cortana. As soon as they come in range, open up.
Gladly.
Something's not right.
So this guy is called Lord Hood.
50 times this size.
Sir, additional contacts.
So he's not exactly
Lots of them.
They're going to try to take our mech guns offline.
super important, but he's,
Capital
you know, he's
ships
decently
straight shot
important
Earth.
in this game.
Master Chief, defend this station.
Yes, sir. I need a weapon.
I need a weapon. There's so many good lines in this game. Alright. So now, where are we going? Where's Johnson?
Chief, fire on that position.
Chief, what? I couldn't hear Cortana. But, yeah, well, it's pretty obvious the way you go down is you grab a weapon from here. And, check this out. Boom, dual wielding. Best part of the game. I love this game a lot, and it does so many good things, but this is easily my favorite part. Dual wielding is one of my favorite things in any game. Kingdom Hearts, Halo, you name it, whatever. I love it. What's better than one gun? Two guns.
Check your targets, watch the crossfire. They're in standard formation. Little bastards up front, big ones in back. Good luck, Cairo.
So we've got to be ready to attack here. My favorite setup in this game is dual SMGs, and really any Halo game that has dual SMGs is the best. So this game and 3. That's it. 4 has one SMG, and ODST has one SMG, and that's not enough. But actually, you'll notice as we go along, the assault rifle isn't back in this game. The SMG, however, is just balls to the wall. You shoot fast and a lot of bullets. You know, each individual bullet isn't that powerful, but it's just so ridiculously strong when you just go at it. It's just like, you know, what's the matter? Also, I'm kind of used to the Halo 3 controls, so I'm pressing the bumpers to reload like a dope. I swear that guy was starting to fall. Guess not. Alright, well there we go. Oh, no, okay, just said checkpoint done. I thought we were able to move forward. Alright. Is that it? Should be. This game is a little darker than I probably should up the brightness a bit, but oh well. It's fine, we'll manage. Because this game can get pretty visually dark. It's hard to see, you know. And that's mostly just because it's a game that was meant to be played on a CRT television, which are naturally brighter due to a few little quirks that they have that modern HD TV, plasma, such and such don't have. So yeah, that's just something that we have to live without, unfortunately nowadays. And I don't have a CRT anymore that I can play this with. Oh god. Okay, so yeah, it's Halo, point and shoot, you know. And I will explain what the other weapon I have with me does soon. But for the moment, I just want to save my dual SMGs, because we're not going to get this very often. But anyway, can we go through here? No. Okay. Well, yeah, this level's sort of similar to the Pillar of Autumn from Halo 1, except now we're on the Cairo station, which is much more interesting. Alright, let's use the battle rifle here, which is easily the best weapon in the series. it's the best. It's essentially, you know, like a mid-range, close to mid to long range sort of shtick, and you know, you just sort of shoot at anything that gets in the way. It's a burst round sort of, or burst fire sort of thing, where it shoots 3 bullets at a time. You know, you can get some good headshots going with it. It's essentially, you know, a replacement for the Halo 1 pistol. I don't know if I prefer this over the Halo 1 pistol or not, because that's just absurd. In fact, they knew that and they nerfed it to, you know, nerfed it to hell in this game. So I should probably actually show off some of these weapons now instead of, you know, just savouring these dual SMGs as much as I want to. Well, I mean, I already showed off the battle rifle. I suppose if anything returns, like the plasma pistol there, I'll just, and the plasma rifle here, just sort of let them go for now. Because, I mean, we already know what they do, but if there's new weapons, I'll try and get them. Just so we can use them. So, yeah, this is a pretty linear stage to sort of go straight through to the end. Nothing else, really. Although it's more a tutorial level than anything else. It's exactly like Pillar of Autumn. Except I much prefer this stage because simply because I haven't played it anywhere near as much. So yeah, that's why I prefer it. Also, this is not how you use dual SMGs. You can have one SMG, I should mention. You know, you can dual with whatever weapons that, you know, can be held in one hand. So, for example, plasma rifles can be, oh sorry, plasma pistols can be held in one hand. What's the name? You can dual wield them. So, there you go. Let it be known that you're alive. Huh. Let it be known that Halo 2 is not my favorite game in the series, but god damn it, it's close. It's my second favorite. Second to Halo 3. I love Halo 3 so much. It's probably one of my favorite 10 games of all time. Top 10? Whatever. Oh well. Halo 2 is also amazing. Oh yeah, that's right, the stupid torch in this game. So what they did is, instead of just making it so, you know, you have a meter on your screen that, you know, shows how much torch you got left, what they do in this game is they just make it like a short little, you turn it off and then immediately turn it off. Sorry, turn it on and then immediately turn it off, that don't make sense. Which is annoying because, you know, say I want to keep it going for a dark section, what I have to keep doing is just keep turning it on and off and on and off. Which is annoying, and there's a turret here. Can we... yeah, no we can't. I was going to say I was going to use that turret, but I guess not now. Alright, so the battle rifle makes short work of any grunts if you get some headshots on them. Obviously the scope helps tremendously. Everything about this weapon's perfect. So if I remember correctly, yeah, this doesn't go anywhere. I don't understand why this is here, but it doesn't go anywhere, so... yeah. Also, I'm about to say, man, this is pretty easy, but 1, we're in the first level. 2, I've been playing, you know, whenever I've been playing Halo campaigns recently, it's been on Legendary, or at least Heroic. So I guess, granted, I haven't played Halo 2 in a while. You know, I haven't played this game in quite a bit, so... you know, it's been a while, and I remember this game being a little bit more difficult than the other games. Not as difficult, but actually maybe not even as bad as Halo 1. But obviously it's worse if you, oh, here, so here's the plasma cannon. You destroy the shield. What have you. Never runs out of ammo. But so yeah, I remember this game being a little difficult. Not as bad as Halo 1. Halo 1 could be pretty damn difficult at times. But this game I remember actively giving me a bit of trouble. Where am I going? Down here? No. I'm gonna find the way to progress, damn it. See, I was contemplating doing heroic for this playthrough, but I figured there'll be some point where I just get stuck over and over and, you know, keep dying, and it's not really worth just doing it on heroic for that. Besides, heroic's that awkward spot between legendary and you know, normal, where it's just like you may as well just go for legendary because it's the highest difficulty. But I suppose in this game, you know, legendary is absurd. I'm not going to explain. Well, I will. I will explain why legendary is so ridiculous. So, during the development of this game, long story short, it was rushed. It was super rushed just because of a few mistakes that Bungie made, and they sort of miscalculated their workload and what the Xbox could handle, etc., etc. So eventually they just said, you know, let's try and make do with what we have, and you know, make this game as good as it possibly can be. But as a sacrifice, they couldn't really focus on the difficulty of the game. So, you know, they made sure normal was fine, normal difficulty is just fine, and heroic's a little more challenging as it should be, but legendary is just ridiculous. Whereas in Halo 1, they would... okay, now we're going down here. Grenades are back, should mention. And so is the melee. But in Halo 1, depending on your difficulty, maybe instead of finding a blue elite like you would on what's the name? Normal, you might find a red elite on legendary. Which, you know, it's cool. They went back and changed the levels up a little bit in order to, you know, make things a little bit fitting for your difficulty. In this game, they didn't have the time to do that, and they knew they didn't have the time, so what they did is they just upped the damage that enemies did. I don't know if they lowered the damage that you do. Also, you know what, may as well dual wield with the plasma rifle here. We're not being shot from above, I think. Oh no, yeah. Oh god. Alright, let's back down. Yeah, there's one thing that this game sort of struggles a bit with, it's slowdown. You know, when things get a little intensive on screen, it chugs a bit, as you can see here.